Keenz 7S is a two-seater in a classic boxy wagon shape, good for playing in and for the occasional nap. Others like the Graco and Evenflow are more maneuverable and better alternatives to a double stroller. The Veer and Anthem are closer to true all-terrain wagons with big wheels up front. We purchase the top stroller wagons on the market and continually compare them, buying and testing new ones as they're released. We scored the wagons in 5 crucial categories: parent comfort and usability, kid comfort and usability, steering and maneuverability, folding and transport, and part and material quality. The Keenz 7S is around $500, which is a lot less expensive than a Veer Cruiser with canopy, but more than the other two-seaters, which range from $300 to $450, except for the Radio Flyer, which comes in around $130. Now, on to parent comfort and usability. The Keenz faux leather handles are comfortable and adjustable enough for shorter and taller parents. There's a handle on both ends, so you can theoretically pull or push, although the pull isn't quite as comfortable as wagons with a handle that folds down. The Keenz 7S has the most storage of the two-passenger wagons we tested, with a big basket up front, pockets in the back, and an insulated cooler bag that you can safely hang on one of the handles. There aren't any storage cubbies on the inside for kids. FYI, the Jeep Wrangler also has great storage. There's a single cup holder that you can attach to the frame and a fabric pocket in the back for cups. There's a single brake pedal, which is comfortable for sandaled feet. The Keenz failed our runaway wagon test. It's easy to clean and gets high marks in crumb removal. The Keenz did great in the parent comfort and usability category, but not quite so good in the next set of tests. It takes longer to fold this wagon than all the other two-seaters. 54 seconds with the canopy and 28 without. That's not a problem if your children are perfectly patient little angels. There's a buckle underneath that you're supposed to fasten. Oops. Unfolding and setting up the canopy took 70 seconds. Just to compare, the Baby Trend and Evenflow took about 12 seconds each. Its folded size is in the middle of the pack, but we couldn't get it to fit into the Honda trunk. No problem in the minivan, just got to push that storage basket out of the way. It's not the lightest at 32 pounds, but not bad at all. All things considered, we found it to be more cumbersome to fold, unfold, and get in and out of the van than all the other wagons, except for the massive, wonderful W4 Elite, which, to be fair, is a 4-seater. Now for some better news. We loaded the Keenz up with 80 pounds of dog food for a fair pushing and steering comparison against other wagons. It took a fair amount of force to get it rolling. However, it was a top performer in turning from a dead stop. It did fine in the grass, but it wasn't that easy going uphill or on side hills compared to some other wagons. The small 7-inch wheels on the front don't do great over bumps, but if you have to, you can turn it around backwards and lead with the 12-inch rear wheels. And it does a pretty good job staying straight when you're pushing on a flat sidewalk. Overall, the Keenz is slightly more maneuverable than the Graco, Radio Flyer, and Jeep, but not as good as the Veer or Evenflow. You don't want to try it on the sand, but grass and small gravel are no problem. The inside is flat, which makes for a nice surface to nap and squirm around on. However, kids do have to sit flat on their bottoms with legs out front because there's no footwell. There's a bar across the back that most kids won't notice, but you can feel it through the material. The sides are high, so smaller children may not be able to see directly out over the sides. You'll have to lift and slide smaller kids in between the side and canopy. Little monkeys and bigger kids can crawl in over the sides. Unlike the Wonderfold, there is no secret back door. There's no snack tray, no pockets inside for kid toys. The canopy has sunshades that roll down on each side. Works well, but it's clunky to operate compared to the Graco, for example. So it isn't quite as comfortable and kid-friendly as the others, but your kids probably won't notice the difference. The Keenz has a lot of zippers, buttons, buckles, and some Velcro, all of which hold up well. The wheels have spring suspension, and the ride is smooth. Tires are plastic and rubber. The fabric is tough. Part and material quality is solid. We aren't worried about it holding up over the years. While the Keenz didn't score the highest in our testing, it is a generally well-reviewed stroller wagon and works well to keep kids entertained in at events.
Nope.
Not happening.
No.
Mash subscribe for more fact-based reviews and check out our other stroller wagon videos.